Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha with Ice Cream Fitness here. I just got a message from someone, and this is something I see all the time in the gym, and I've had to explain this to countless guys, and I've had guys who say, well, I don't believe you, and I'm going to do it my way at the gym. And I basically walk away and let them go ahead and fuck themselves up for life. Because I really don't have time for that once I explain something to someone and they choose to rip a pec off the bone or dislocate their shoulder and never be able to bench press again. That's their own problem. So I'm going to get into this just a little bit, but hold on, let me give you guys a bicep shot first. Alright, as I've covered in countless videos, and if you guys just type in Ice Cream Fitness as one word in YouTube and the word bench, or benching, or bench press, or press, you will pull up tons of videos I've done on the topic of benching and pressing. And I go into a lot of detail of how to do these correctly and safely, how to avoid strain on your shoulders, how to protect your shoulder joints while bench pressing 400, 500 pounds. However, a lot of guys, because they do not know how to bench correctly, they have no clue how to execute the movement, which includes 90% of people who work out, or they have no shoulder mobility or balance because they do no mobility work whatsoever, no stretching, they have weak rear delts, weak rotator cuffs. Because of these two issues, a lot of people experience shoulder pain or discomfort when they bench press, and what a lot of guys do to make up for this, and I've heard the excuse, well, I've hurt my shoulders before, so I do this, and to those people I usually say, best of luck to you, you're going to need to get your shoulders repaired here soon if you keep doing that. They will stop short of their chest on the bench press. They will stop several inches short because it puts strain on their shoulders if they go too far down. You are setting yourself up for not only improper chest development, because you're not going to build an impressive chest if you don't learn how to bench correctly. The bench press can build massive pecs, both upper and lower, if done correctly. But you don't have to worry about that happening if you're not going all the way down. You're going to have to use other movements to substitute in to fill that in. That's the first problem. But the next thing is that you are setting yourself up for permanent serious injury doing this, because you have pain or discomfort when you bench press. You've never fixed the problem. You either have a major technique issue, a bar path issue, or you have a major mobility or muscle imbalance in there somewhere, and you're using a band-aid to fix it. Now here's your problem. If you're doing it just in a normal bench, you have no means of controlling the range of motion other than you just trying to catch the weight at a certain point and hope you consistently get it in the same range of motion. So if you go do it in a power rack to try to make up for this, the problem you run into is you're then doing pin presses, and doing pin presses repeatedly off of a rack puts way more wear and tear on your joints than doing something that has a soft touch. So you're potentially injuring joints and connective tissue in your shoulders and elbows just by doing the pin presses. So that's not really an option for long-term use. So what a lot of guys do, they just stop short of their chest. But because you're never developing the flexibility or the strength at the bottom of the range of the motion, you're going to get stronger and stronger, but you have no real way to control how far down you go. And at some point, when you add weight, because you're going to get stronger on it over the years, you're running a big chance that you're going to accidentally let the weight drop an inch too low. And you've never fixed the problem with your technique or your muscle imbalances or mobility that's causing the problem. And what happens is that there's a very good chance that when it drops too low, that it's just going to drop and hit your chest with a weight that is way heavier than you have ever moved to that range of motion with a previous problem existing. And what happens is that at that point, you see pecs tear completely off the bone, or you see major rotator cuff injuries that will require you to have a surgery in your shoulder to ever be able to do a lot of the most important upper body movements again. So this is not a good fix. You shouldn't even consider doing this as a fix. You need to fix the problem. You either need to learn how to bench correctly, or you need to fix your mobility or muscle weakness that is causing the problem. Do not use a band-aid like this that's going to fuck you up for life as a fix. Alright guys, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you next time.